G'day, welcome to the Simple Cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make a beef lasagna with bechamel sauce. Oh, let's go! Yeah! The first thing you need is 1.5 kilos of minced meat. Then turn your stove on to medium heat and start mixing it. Right. Keep mixing it so it cooks pretty evenly. Now, the amount that I'm going to be making here in this lasagna is going to be enough to feed 8 to 12 people, and if you have this with salad and side dishes and whatever, it's going to feed even more. Alright, now what you want to do is add the sort of mix of pasta sauce, bolognese sauce, Italian sauce, whatever you want to call it. Now I've made this from scratch, but I'm not going to show you how I made it from scratch just because it'll just take quite a while. But I have done a video where I have made this sauce, so what I'll do is I'll put an annotation and a link to it, and then you can see it. But for this you can just quite easily just grab a big bottle, like a pint or more, really 1 pint or more of just your favourite bolognese sauce and add it to this, and that's fine. I just like to make, as much as I can from scratch. And this particular sauce I really love. Now for this, I want you to cook this quite slowly. So have it on simmer or low. And just make sure that you stir it every couple of minutes at least. And this will take about 20 to 30 minutes for the meat to be completely cooked and the sauce to be a nice consistency. While the mince and sauce is still simmering, get 100 grams of butter or margarine, whichever you prefer. Put it in a saucepan, turn the heat on to low. Alright, that's melted. Now just start adding a little bit, like sift it in, a little bit of plain flour. Just a little bit at a time. Just a little bit at a time. Alright, so this part's ready. As you can see, it's just very thick, so that's what you want. Now we start adding milk. Now the amount of flour, the amount of milk you add, it'll vary. It just depends. You just keep adding things slowly until you get to this, and then you keep adding the milk until you get a nice thick creamy sauce. Now just add some milk, not too much, and mix it. Just keep adding a little bit of milk at a time and stir it until you get that consistency. Alright, as you can see, this sauce, which is called a bechamel sauce, is nice and creamy, beautiful. Now if you want to add some seasoning to it, just put in 3 or 4 grinds of salt and half a dozen grinds of pepper. Mix that in. Oh, yum. Now just add in about 30 grams of cheddar cheese and about 30 grams of mozzarella cheese, and just stir these in. Just keep stirring it until it's melted and has become one with the sauce. Alright, get a baking tin for this one. This is 34 centimeters long, 24 centimeters wide and 7 centimeters deep. Now start putting in the base, which is the beautiful mince with the sauce, and just smooth it out. Next you want to sprinkle some cheese over it. Now what I do is I put 50% mozzarella cheese and 50% light cheddar cheese. So just sprinkle it over it. Now get your lasagna sheets and place them Then get your mince, your next level, and just put it straight over it. And once again put your layer of cheese. And as I said, half cheddar and half mozzarella. Now pour on the bechamel sauce. Now just spread that out over it. Sprinkle some cheddar cheese. And then some mozzarella cheese in with it. And get some Parmesan. You can either get Parmesan actual cheese or Parmesan cheese powder, and give it a nice generous amount straight over it. Now pop this in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes on 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Once you take it out of the oven, just let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you can cut it up into your desired pieces. That's cooled. Now start cutting into whatever size pieces you want. Oh, yum. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope you like my homemade lasagna with bechamel sauce. It's really, really, really yummy. Let's get straight into it. Look at that. Oh, the cheese, the bechamel, the meat. I'm just going to go for it straight now. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Oh. I'll see you next time for my next meal.